So I've used Hashcat and John the Ripper on like CTF challenges, or really the only challenge that I've been in the NCL last fall. But today in day 12 of my OSCP Plus studies, there's a tool called Hydra where the use case was actually if you have a username, and this would, wordless, like of course the Rocky.text, and you didn't have any limitations for like account lockout or things like that it could successfully continually try SSH attempts over the wire and find the correct password and let you know. So I thought, why don't we take that outside of the lab? And we can see here, this is just in my own AWS account. I went ahead and deployed a small Linux instance, and we can see here that we went ahead, we had a username that we made and created for Wreck It Ralph, and we went ahead and updated the password. Finally got that all settled, and then we gave this user the signed it to the kind of like the sudo user, but in this flavor of Linux, it's called will. And then we ran the ID command to validate that they were correctly, or this user account was properly put into that group. And then we went ahead and tweaked some of the SSH parameters so that we could log in with the password and be prompted for that, the privileged access management, PAM, etc. We went ahead and restarted the SSH service. And so that's all we got here. We came back in, but we went out and shoveled some snow. So what we're going to do is actually try. I haven't tried it, to be quite honest. So hopefully things go well, but let me show you what we've got here. So what I did was, of course, if we do ls, we don't need any -alh or anything. I went ahead and took some passwords from the exhaustive brocu.txt. That's of course infamous, and I made a shorter version. If we were to do cat short, there we go, and let's just grep. Well, not grep. Let's do a word count, and we'll see that there's 200 passwords there. I didn't want it to. I don't know how this works. I didn't run it in the lab. It's just a few, but like I said, I want to see how this does in my own personal AWS environment. So the command to do that is going to be Hydra, and then -l flag is going to specify the user, and we made it Wreck It Ralph. I'm going to have to see that public password. I think it's -p. Let me look at my notes, and this is the path user share wordless /short, and then I think we need SSH protocol, and then let's find that public IP. And we'll say 100.52.185.135, and moment of truth is coming. Let's see what we get. Starting. I saw a -t flag for like multi-threads. Oh, there it is, the -t for many SSH limits number parallel tasks. So again, like we always say, like don't do this on anyone else's site without their permissions, or for AWS reading the shared responsibilities, things like that, for pen testing, etc. on your own, even if it's your own environment. I should have did a start time. Ooh, they did it. They found the actual password. That is the password that we put in. If we were to do, let's do cat short rocky.txt pipe grep let it snow. Actually, that is the password that I manually created and put in there. So that's pretty sweet. This is something I'd heard of Hydra, but didn't know the use case and kind of how it would do. Like I said, in production, there is one thing that I'm veering off, so I'll keep it short for the sake of the video. But this leads me to believe Palo Alto, they always tell you, like, one of the first things, disclaimer advisories, for your management traffic to like not attach like a management profile that like permits the like SSH servers and things like that on like one of your data. Like if you got an outside interface and you use it for like your global protect, your VPN to connect, as well as your inbound NAT rules and outbound, like we see here that like if you've got that admin password and you don't change it, etc. This leads me to believe that because most people, a lot of admin passwords, you either there's different ways you can lock it down so the management is just internal. You have to be on VPN in the office, etc., to reach that management port, out of bound management, etc. But if it's publicly exposed, there's no filter, any rate limited or anything after 10 successes. You normally don't want to do that for an admin in case you really need to get in. Probably one of them tools that these folks have been always using for years, if not decades, to do it. So I got some reading to do. But like I said, as I go through my pen testing studies and journeys, it brings to question a lot of things. Because your eyes kind of open, you start questioning, getting curious, and thinking about things differently. But this is super, super sweet. I know there's so many more tools to use, explore, think about how we can, apply them to certain problems and challenges that we face. But this is probably the dopest, I won't say, well, yeah, day and part of my journey and study so far, but I want to thank each and every one of you out there for rocking here with me. And like I said, until next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and peace.